Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
There we go. Check right 54. Right 54.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this throw will be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8-ball on the road to get things going.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 23-yard run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
That's a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Trey Williams.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott from the gun. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shamar Stephen gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Prescott now from the 50. And the pressure gets to him again. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Who there?
From the 35 on 2nd down, Cousins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Cousins. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 4-8. Check right 54. Right 54. Check pass. Check. Here we go. 46.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
From the 41, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
He's checking.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, 27 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Forbath, the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing, Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
Cousins now. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. fielded at the 33. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
There you go. 4-8. Mike 54. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Here we go. 1-8. Mike 5-4.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Vikings 7.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
We want it. Come to my work.
3rd and long for Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant.
Final play of the half, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. Room here to run. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. He'll have another 1st down and more. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
first down. Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that third touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott now. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
There we go. 4-8. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You ain't going nowhere.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Cooper's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 79 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Forbath, the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start the drive with Cook. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Line in. Mike spot 4. You go night. Something night. Jim. 26.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on second down. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They run again on first down. Cook able to escape. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run with Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
54. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Now Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 7-yard touchdown grab. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big two-point conversion attempt. Now Cousins. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Second time, Jim. Go to 54. Go to 54. Check hot.
Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in, complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
And come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Cousins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
You see me? They can't stop me out here.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Leg 50, leg 50. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. There's a part of it.
One last shot now for Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Robert Quinn able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win